Good afternoon, everybody. My name is David Oliver, O-L-I-V-E-R. I'm the Deputy Chief of Police for the City of Greenwood Village. Before I begin with the briefing, just want to make it clear this is still an active investigation. So a lot of the details I won't be able to release at this time. This morning at approximately 10:38 a.m., the Greenwood Village 911 Center received a call of a possible bank robbery that was occurring at the Key Bank, located at 9250 East Arapahoe Road. A person inside the bank called to advise that a single black male suspect was inside the bank armed with a gun. Officers were dispatched to the call, and approximately 10:40 a.m., the first officer arrived on scene. As he arrived in the area, it should be noted that the Key Bank parking lot is adjacent to the target located at 6767 South Clinton. Upon arrival, he observed a black male subject walking southbound away from the bank towards the target parking lot, at which time he parked his vehicle and exited and attempted to approach from behind. As he attempted to approach the subject from behind, the subject noticed that the officer was behind him and began to run. The suspect ran southbound through the target parking lot towards the Las Brisas restaurant. The officer gave chase. Over the course of the next few minutes, there was at least 2 exchanges of gunfire between the suspect and the officer. The suspect continued to run southbound, ignoring commands to stop. He ran through the back of the target parking lot property, down an embankment onto a shared parking lot between the Sleep Inn Hotel and the Extended Stay America. Other officers began to arrive on scene and observed the black male suspect, as described by the officer giving chase, run into the Extended Stay America Hotel. That address is 9253 East Castilla Avenue. At that point, the suspect entered the hotel. Officers began to secure a perimeter around the hotel. Additional agencies were called to assist. I'll give you that list in just a second. The 911 Center then sent out a reverse 911 to all guests at the hotel, asking them to shelter in place. And at that point, additional agencies, including the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office, arrived on scene, and eventually the Aurora Police Department, Denver Police Department, South Metro Fire Rescue, and the FBI Safe Streets Task Force, because this was a bank robbery incident. At approximately 1:45, we were able to evacuate the Sleep Inn Hotel and the Extended Stay Hotel. And at this time, we do believe we have the suspect confined to a single room inside the Extended Stay Hotel. And this is an active barricaded investigation. We do have tactical teams and crisis negotiations on scene. My last update is we are attempting contact, but as of my last update, we have not yet made contact with the suspect. There are no known injuries at this point, neither at the bank or with our officer. We cannot confirm any injuries to the suspect at this time because we've not made contact with him. So I'm not going to release the name of the officer at this time. And we do believe we have the suspect identified. However, I'm also not going to release that as well until we can confirm that that's who we're actually in contact with. That's the totality of my briefing. Are there any questions?
2 exchanges of gunfire. How did that start? Who started first?
So during the foot chase, we're still reviewing body camera, but it does appear that the suspect fired at our officer first, and our officer returned gunfire.
And then another exchange?
Yes, the suspect continued to run, and we believe he fired again a second time, at least 2 times. Like I said, we're still investigating. We have crime scene technicians, so there's still a lot to be figured out, but we know of at least 2.
Him twice, you guys once?
No, we returned fire a second time.
Just want to confirm, you said the suspect is by himself. You guys think he's by himself in a room right now?
That has not been confirmed. We have no information to suggest he's not alone, but we also cannot confirm that he is alone.
How are you trying to make contact with him?
Through our normal channels. There's a phone in the hotel room, and our crisis negotiators are also making attempts.
Is hotel be somewhere where he is staying, or I know you guys were speaking to hotel management. I saw that, or did he just randomly run in there?
We do believe if we have the correct suspect, he is a guest at the hotel.
Do we know how long he's been there for?
No.
Do you know how many people were inside?
I don't have an exact number, no. I do know that they were at least 50% occupancy.
It's going to get cold tonight. Those people are still out there. What is y'all's deadline for this man to make contact with y'all?
I'm sorry, I heard the first part. I did not hear the second part of your question.
What's the deadline for if he doesn't make contact for y'all before y'all go in?
On a what we believe to be a sole barricade, we don't set deadlines. Our goal is to get a peaceful surrender, so we will negotiate and encourage him to exit as long as we need to.
Are you going to put these people up for the night, a chance?
I believe Arapahoe County's Office of Emergency Management is assisting us with that. I do not have details on that information.
How often have you dealt with this? We have a suspect or somebody in a hotel room versus a house barricaded situation. How often have you dealt with it?
I don't have an exact number, but I would say in the last 5 years, we've probably had 4 similar, this included, 3 other, and today being 4. That's a rough number. So due to the location of Greenwood Village, we do have a lot of hotels. So typically we do, our more frequent type of encounter of this nature is in a hotel room.
At what time did you all start evacuating guests? Because I saw some guests that were in there by the Target.
So I don't have a time of when we started. I do know we started with sleep-in first because we knew that the suspect was in the extended stay. I don't have an exact time on when evacuations began, but I was given confirmation at approximately 1:45 that the evacuations had been completed.
Any overall message you wanted to send to folks? Again, you're talking about a Target, a number of fast food places. Wells Fargo, another bank. Any overall message you want to communicate?
Yeah, so we don't believe at this time there's any threat to the public. We've evacuated all the areas around there. There are no residences or homes in the area. The Target, I was there 20 minutes ago. It was open for business. We only have a section of the parking lots cordoned off for crime scene investigation. But it is safe for them to come and go from the Target businesses and the like in that area.
Any leads you to believe this individual is responsible for other bank robberies?
I do believe I don't have confirmation, but I do believe the FBI is considering him in additional robberies in the area.
What was the approximate response time for contact?
Yeah, so first call for service was at 10:38 a.m. The first shots were fired at approximately, I believe it was 10:42 a.m. So with less than 4 minutes, we were on scene. Any other questions? So again, this is active, ongoing. Obviously, stay tuned to our social media. We will put updates out as we can. Depending on how this is resolved, if we plan to do another briefing, we'll also advertise that on social media.
Sir,
Yes.
I'm sorry if you already answered this. Do we know why that bank was chosen? Is there any reason, or we don't know that information yet?
We don't know that yet. Any further questions? Okay, thank you very much.